right, guys. So we have breaking news here. This just came out very recently, like about an hour ago. So Donald Trump has officially told Emily Murphy, who is the head of the GSA, which is the General Services Administration. Okay, he has told her that the Biden transition can actually begin. So this is huge. Obviously, this article says General Services Administration has informed President-elect Joe Biden and his team that the Trump administration is ready to begin the transition process. GSA Administrator Emily Murphy, a Trump appointee, sent a letter to Biden on Monday saying that he would have access to federal resources and services to facilitate a presidential transition, according to a copy obtained by The Hill. So here are the two tweets that Trump sent out about an hour ago. He said, I want to thank Emily Murphy at GSA for her steadfast dedication and loyalty to our country. She has been harassed, threatened, and abused, and I do not want to see this happen to her, her family, or employees of GSA. Our case strongly continues. We will keep up the good fight, and I believe we will prevail. Nevertheless, in the best interest of our country, I am recommending that Emily and her team do what needs to be done with regard to initial protocols, and have told my team to do the same. So this is a huge step, because what you guys remember recently was basically the Trump administration was refusing to allow Biden the transition funds for Biden to actually start to transition into office. He was essentially trying to filibuster or blockade a transition. So this is really the first step that you're seeing of finally you're getting at least a little bit of a concession. Now, I view this as a pretty heavy concession, if not really the biggest one, because I firmly do not believe that he genuinely believes he can win this election or that he's going to win this election in the courts. I think he knows he's lost, and I think he's known he's lost for a while now. He's just putting up a public facade, first of all, because he's a pathological liar, but B, because he's trying to scam his fans of money to use either to pay off his current campaign debts or to pay off his personal debts, or C, to pay off for further legal debts that he might have in potential criminal and civil trials that he might face from New York State and maybe even local, governments. Or D, maybe he's saving up money for a 2024 presidential run. And there's a lot of options here, and that's why he's trying to hold this off, is why he's doing that. So this is a huge, huge step, because it starts at also, you can tell that the tone of this tweet that Donald Trump wrote, it's an extremely somber and sort of really surrendering, waving the white flag tweet. It almost sounds like a tweet that he didn't write, especially when he says steadfast dedication. Steadfast is not a good term or a word that Donald Trump has the capacity to use when he says, I believe we will prevail. I'm not sure who wrote this. I don't think this was a tweet that was solely written by Trump. I guarantee you there were multiple people involved in the writing of this tweet. I think a lot of people have been trying to convince him, hey, man, you've lost. There's a lot of people reports that Trump family was trying to stage an intervention or that they would have to essentially do so. It really doesn't read like a tweet from him, except for, there's the weird capitalizations and there are some portions of it. But it's clear it was more of a collaboration tweet rather than a solo Donald Trump tweet. So this is actually pretty, this is really historic. This should be a historic moment right here because, I'm telling you, this is a huge concession moment. He's really doing a big move, and this is really a huge concession here. Because like I said, he knows he's lost. He's putting up a facade. But this is like, all right, fine. You can have the transition funds. The regular protocols are going to go as normal. I'm not going to filibuster / blockade this anymore. I'm still going to try to do the legal battle. But I know I've lost. I'm just kind of scamming my fans. And, there's already on like the Trump subreddit or whatever it is, I already saw comments of people saying, pure weak when you are strong. He knows what he's doing. It's stupid. So he can dupe his fans really easily. His fans are the biggest dumbos on the planet. This is a historic moment here, guys. This is really huge because this is that first step in really conceding. And I view this as almost a full concession, to be quite honest with you. I really do. That's essentially what this is in my mind. This is huge, man. This is huge. So Biden transition is really going to begin, which means this is really... in terms of formally speaking, obviously Trump already lost the election, Biden already won the election, but in terms of formally taking office, this is the first step. Big, big, big breaking news here.